Specialist Badak. I will be your instructor today. I will be teaching you about leadership styles. You will have a PowerPoint that I will give you. That's just to follow along, but most of your info will be given to you through this brief. The purpose of this is so that you are more knowledgeable on the different leadership styles and that you can use this info to help you become a better leader. The Army recognizes 6 leadership skills, and those 6 skills are right here. There's authoritative, affiliative, democratic, coaching, pace setting, and coercive. The first 4 steps or styles are going to show you what commitment is, and then the last 2 are going to work with compliance. Authoritative is the most effective leadership style that is used in the Army. It mobilizes people towards a common vision and is a very effective communication skills with their soldiers. So these soldiers that are in leadership positions, they're going to be telling their soldiers to come with me and work together. The next step is affiliative. This creates harmony, emotional bonds, trust, honesty, and teamwork. This style gives you the freedom to do your job and do it the way that you'd like to. There's always flexibility, and they think of putting their people first. The next style is democratic. It builds consensus through participation. There's open dialogue, effective listening, collective decision making, and high levels of follower frustration. The reason for that is they kind of do what would you think. But it is still one of the top 3 effective leadership styles. Coaching develops people for the future. It focuses on personal development, but is the least used style because of the slow process of just, having your soldier grow and build to become a better soldier. Coaching gives you the try this scenario. These 4 styles, they have participation, consultation, personal appeals, and relationship building. The next 2 are not used as commonly. The next one is pace setting. It has high standard of performance. Leader is usually a workaholic, has high standards, and wants everything done better and faster. He'll usually replace the people that don't really know what they're doing and mess up sometimes, because he always is going to expect you to know how to do it the right way the first time. They say, do as I do and do it now. Coercive demands immediate compliance. It is toxic, disrespectful, and the bullying style type of leadership. It results in low morale and productivity, but it does have a good compliance rate at first. They say, do what I tell you. Those 2 styles have legitimate requests and pressure. They're effective in short-term follower compliance. The next 2 steps are servant leadership and followership. We did go over those during our BLC class. And followership may not always be considered one of a leadership skill, but it actually is, because it has many of the same characteristics that servant leadership does. Both of these leadership styles use the Army values, philosophies to work with soldiers. They're loyal and respectful at all times, and they fulfill their duties to improve soldiers and their community. So servant leadership is, they have good characteristics, presence, intellect, leads, always, develops, and achieves. They usually put the needs of others first, and they have a humble approach and meet their goals. Followership enhances experience. They build trust with their soldiers, provide support, and offer help. They're usually enthusiastic, proactive, own the territory, and are versatile and flexible. The next three that I'll go over are transactional, transformational, and autocratic. Transactional is telling styles of leadership. They have structure, results, rewards, and penalties. So basically, they'll reward you if you're doing something right. Either if it's a good counseling or maybe giving you a promotion. They're always wanting to build you up and move you forward. But if you do mess up, they'll do penalties as well. So that could be maybe staying after to sweep the motor pool, just little things like that. Things that people don't want to do. Penalties would be maybe like a bad counseling. And they always move towards their goals. They project checks and performance reports, which also goes into counselings as well. They're going to let you know what you're doing right and wrong. Transformational leadership, they lead by example. They have they're usually technical experts and want to improve. So they're kind of like perfectionists. They know what they're doing, what they want to do, and what they want to move forward to doing. They do have empathy though with their soldiers, and they work well at the workplace. So they're always just wanting to build the other soldiers up. They have good communication skills. Autocratic has decision makers in their leadership styles. They have high success rate, clear directions, and they're good on life or death decisions. So that leadership, I think of being more on like the front lines. If they're in a life or death situation, they're saying, let's go and execute the mission. Let's go this way. We want to do it this way. There is no really getting through to them because they are set in their ways, and that's why they are called decision makers. The Army doesn't actually have a specific leadership style that they advocate, but it is beneficial to be aware of all of these different styles. One style is not always better than the other, but when considering your leadership style as a leader, you must analyze it from a broader perspective. So over time and course of you being in the Army, your leadership skills may change. You're not always going to be doing one more than another. Maybe you want to be more disciplined with your soldiers, or maybe you want to be more relaxed and you don't really care and you just want them to learn and grow on their own. One is not, like I said, one is not better than the other. You will learn through your Army career. So if you have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. Do you have any sustainments or improvements for me on my brief? Well, thank you for taking the time to listen to my brief. If you don't have any further questions, you will be dismissed to your companies now. Thank you.